Welcome back to the STRIVECast.
Episode 34.
Yay! Welcome back, everybody.
Season 2, episode 34.
Can you believe it? We're getting old.
I think you're getting old, buddy.
Ain't that the truth?
I think, Pete, you're getting very young, including
Thanks, my friend.
Whitney.
Including Whitney.
At least
Getting very young.
She's not
at least we know.
old. She's 32.
Right. All right. Well, we have a very exciting
cute.
episode lined up for you guys today. We have a big guest and we have a brand new sponsor lined up. We will talk about that in just a sec. But first, should we go around and introduce ourselves?
Yes.
Noah P. Thompson.
Yeah, I know.
Noel P. Thompson has checked in. Jeff, you want to go next?
What?
You want to introduce yourself?
I'm Jeff.
Hey, Jeff.
I'm Pete.
Who are our producers? Oh, there's Pete. Sorry. Hey, Pete. Who do we have as a producer number one?
Margot Whitney.
Oh, me? I thought you were producer number one.
We put of us.
Oh,
That's true.
1 and 1A.
Yeah. We got Whitney and Susie here, our producing team. Pete throwing a thumbs up for
That's
producers.
right.
We have Ryan here, our sound and video engineer. Hey, Ryan.
Hi.
All right, makes it all possible.
Hi. Yeah. And I'm Olivia. Now we're all checked in. Pete, you want to tell us about who our sponsor is this week, our brand new sponsor?
So today, it's exciting that we have a real sponsor. No offense to our imaginary friends at Bo's Books and Burritos who've been with us for so long. But
Yeah, no offense.
we're excited to welcome to the show Nami Main.
Yay!
Come on board. So welcome, Nami. And Nami's created a couple of different programs in response to the pandemic and the COVID-19 programming. And one of those that they're looking to get some more engagement from the community about is a text support line for teenagers. So they have a new teen text support line, and we'll give the website out and talk about that a little bit more later. And then we're also going to have their executive director come on the show in a couple of weeks. So stay tuned for more about that, and welcome
Absolutely.
aboard.
I can't wait. So thanks to Nami Main for being our newest sponsor. We're really excited to have you. So now I can talk about who our guest is today. Our guest is a gentleman named Roy Gerstenberger, who joins us from Vermont. And Roy is the director of an organization similar to Strive called Firstperson Services. And Roy has had a really long, awesome career in the field of supporting and working with people with disabilities. And he also hosts his own podcast similar to the STRIVEcast, which is called DeLovely, which we're really excited to hear more about as well. So can't wait to check in with him in a little bit and learn about his podcast and his career supporting, you know, the people that we also support too. So it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of overlap.
And even a crossover event, I think, is coming.
That's right. So we'll talk about that in a little bit too. We might do a crossover pod, so stay tuned for that. All right. Well, are we doing all right, guys? Everybody have a good Memorial Day.
Oh yes, what did people do? You guys do.
What did you do?
I went to the beach,
You did? Which
Which
one?
the Winslow Park.
Hmm. Winslow Park in Freeport? Is that what
Yep.
Oh. Nice.
Nice.
And we just walked and had fun.
Nice.
What did you do, Suze?
I did is little bike ride.
Bike
You
ride.
went for a bike ride. Nice.
Nice.
It's so nice out. So we are trying to get more
Good.
walk, biking,
Yeah.
gardening.
Jeff, how about you? What did you do this weekend?
I don't know.
Sure you do.
We got fried clams.
Oh,
Oh, that
nice.
sounds pretty good.
Jealous.
But
That's
you
awesome.
did.
Nice. All right. Well, Glad we heard about the gang's weekend. Should we keep it moving, guys, and get right to our interview?
I think we should.
All right. Then, Jeff, you know what to say. We'll be
right back.
Please welcome Roy Gerstenberger. Yay!
Pleasure to be here.
Thanks for coming on, Roy. Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome to the STRIVECast.
Yeah. Jeff has the first question. Go ahead, Jeff.
Okay. How did you become interested in working with people with disabilities?
Well, thanks for the question. I became interested in working in the field and engaging in helping people who experience disability. Actually, when I was in college, and I was studying different things about how people learn and teaching methods, and I got really interested in that. And went to school in Middlebury and had an opportunity. I asked folks around, like, where could I meet people who, were different in terms of experiencing disabilities. And at that time, that was in the late 70s, there was a lot of separation of people. People who experienced disability were actually exiled and sent away to institutional settings. And it was that surprised me and intrigued me. And so I got a chance to work at Brennan Training School and met a lot of really interesting people that, and I was very inspired by that, and also recognizing that there was something fundamentally wrong, something basically wrong about having our communities divided in that way. So the cool thing was, at that time, there was a lot of work, mostly because of the civil rights era and what Martin Luther King was doing and some other things, talking about the rights of people, that everyone has rights, and disability doesn't impact your constitutional rights. So there's a lot of really smart people saying this must change, and that change happened, and I got a chance to be part of that. Like, I got to see that, and then afterwards I kept on looking, and they said, we're closing these things down because they are wrong. And here's what we're doing instead. Would you like to be part of that? And it was so exciting. It was really an exciting time of trying new things and creating new opportunities. And that's what got me excited. And it's been, keeps on going. Yeah.
Sure does. Awesome. Noel, you are up. Yeah. Yeah.
Does that make sense, Noel, to you? Yeah.
Tell us about First person,
yeah.
First person. How did it come to be, and what is its mission?
Well, First Person Services is the company that I work for and I created. We created it 3 years ago, and what we do is provide support to different organizations and people who want to learn about person-centered practices. So that's our mission, is to sort of spread information and knowledge about that. So to help organizations keep focused on being person-centered instead of what I have found. I've worked quite a number of years now, and I've led some organizations, and I know what it's like to always be struggling to make sure your organization is oriented to helping people and not oriented to helping the system. So I was always interested in methods for that, and I've discovered some that really work well. Person-centered thinking is something that we do a lot of training in. We're connected with what's called the Learning Community for Person-Centered Practices. So we're associated with that. So it's helping organizations think about how to bring those specific skills into an organization, how to keep it going, how to orient values and help boards work together. Mostly doing, a lot of our time is spent with training though, workshops and presentations, which are now through this method now through Zoom. Yeah. So that's our mission, is to focus on advancing person-centered practices.
Yeah, that's amazing, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Jeff, back over to you, bud.
Okay. What is your podcast called, and what is it about?
Thanks for asking that, Jeff, because that's how I found you guys. So one of the things we also do is a podcast, which is just another way of getting information out. And also it's kind of fun. Like, you guys have a lot of fun on this podcast. But listen to your episodes. And we have fun too. So it's we call it The Lovely, which is a kind of a made up word. It's from an old song, but it has the word lovely in it. So we like that.
Yeah.
And so what we say it's about is conversations with people who are creative, curious, and committed to building whole communities where diversity and inclusion is celebrated and lifted up. Because in the end, that's what it's all about. And there's a lot of folks who I've met over time who are really, one way or the other, are thinking about how we are stronger when everyone is included.
That's our motto.
Oh, really?
Agency. Yep.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Our communities are stronger when everyone is included. And we sort of think about, we can get fragmented and people are left out and so on. And we have so many challenges, right? Things to solve, things to discover. And we need everybody's participation, everybody at the table. And so there's different people who are thinking about that. And that's, they are interesting folks to have conversations with. So that's what we're about. You guys are included. We'd love to have you as a guest. So your mission is communities are stronger when everyone's included, and your podcast does that. Will you guys be a guest on The Lovely podcast?
We would love to, right, guys?
We'd love to, yeah.
Yes, that is correct, Olivia.
Neat. Let's arrange for that then. That would be wonderful.
Absolutely. But yeah, Pete, that's literally our motto, right, for our whole agency.
Yeah.
I should have known that.
That's awesome that you said that. All right, Noel, back over to you, my friend.
Okay. We did that one. What has been the most rewarding aspect of your career so far?
The most rewarding aspect of your career so far.
The most rewarding part of my career so far has been the opportunity to teach in workshops and to coach people directly and see sort of, do you know how when somebody understands something, their eyes light up and they say, oh, I get it. Like that's the most rewarding thing, when you can see that happen and people are excited and energized and feel more positive about the future. That's always a good thing. And bringing more joy into the world. That's the best thing, most rewarding thing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great answer. Jeff, back over to you.
Yeah.
For the flip side of that question.
Okay.
What has been the most different challenge in your job?
Yeah, like the biggest challenge.
Yeah, let's see, the biggest challenge is, the biggest challenge is what I was talking about before, which is when we all come up against this experience in which the struggle to help organizations that are dedicated to helping other people stay focused on the person and to not be distracted by systems. So I have run organizations before, and I know what that distraction is like. Sometimes most of the things you do during the day is trying to make sure that the funding keeps on coming, which means you have to do a lot of paper work, or now it's not as much paperwork as sending in information over computer and so on. And if you spend a lot of time focusing on that, the world starts looking that way, and you stop noticing other things. So it's the frustrating thing is when I've experienced that personally, and also when I see organizations do that. Organizations, you could see that sometimes with some human service organizations where they will have a funding, a law will change which will open up funding for something, money to support a program for Susie or Noel or Olivia or Whitney. And so it'll come our way, and then the program gets named after the funding source
Right.
instead of named after people, right? In other words, and it's sort of like, to me, it's like, if you were a carpenter, if you were a construction company and you built houses, and you had your different carpenters specialize in one tool, right? So you had the guy who hammers, a lot. He uses the hammer. He's our hammer guy. And then you have another guy who uses the saw, the circular saw, and then another guy who uses, a different kind of tool.
Right.
And the problem is that the people who are really interested in like the nail, the hammer, everything starts looking like a nail. And so they go around whacking stuff, and you never get houses built, right?
Right.
So you get focused more on your tools than you are about what you really want to accomplish in the world. And so it's frustrating when that happens. And I think that can happen with funding. When we have like insurance companies paying for services, everything gets oriented around how insurance happens instead of how people need to live their lives, full lives in the community. So is that understandable? Did I say that in the right way? That makes sense?
What do you guys think?
Good.
Yeah?
100%.
Oh, cool. Ooh, dynamite.
Awesome. All right, Noel, back over to you.
Okay, let's do this. That was revolving. What do you feel most helpful for about the future for this field?
Yeah, what do you feel most hopeful about for the future?
Yeah, you have to keep that focus, don't you? Think about what's hopeful every day. And it's hopeful, and this isn't just to make sure that you guys like me, but what's hopeful is young people thinking differently. So young people like you folks who are, coming out of school and just starting your careers, whether it's working for Strive or Strive helping you get other jobs, is that you've grown up in a world where there's more possibilities, and so you can imagine different things than people who are my age. So what's really hopeful is, all of those folks who were working to make the changes that I was talking about before, right? Closing down the institutions and creating community. They're still at it, and they're they're still leading organizations in many cases. But a lot of them are now thinking about who's coming behind them. So they're doing planning around that, and I help some organizations do that. And they're finding young people like yourselves and seeing your imagination potential coming in, and the fact that you are going to be coming into leadership and you'll be in charge of the world going forward. That is super, super hopeful. So that's what I think. That's what keeps me happy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Jeff, I think you have the last one.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Okay.
What have people with disabilities you?
I think the last question we had, Jeff, was about asking Roy to give a piece of advice or a piece of wisdom about the field that we work in, about the world of people with disabilities. Is that what you have, Jeff?
Sure.
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Checking in.
Oh, so thank you, Jeff. An opportunity to pass along. You know, there's a few like little messages. I often think about this, like, what is the message? When my kids were growing up and going to school, every day they would put on a backpack and get ready for school, and I would make sure that the backpack had everything they needed to have a great day, right? And so they had a packed lunch, and they had their school books, and they would also like give them messages, like, if you're going forward in a journey, what kind of little messages would you pass along? So one of the messages is what Strive is about. Our communities are stronger when everyone is included. That's one message. Another thing that I would pass along is disability is a natural part of the human experience. It's actually not something that divides us up. Like, we're more similar than different. And disability is something that becomes a part of all of our lives. We all have friends and neighbors. We have all gone to school now with people with different abilities. And if we live a real long life, we acquire disability. So it's a natural part of the human experience.
Yeah.
Disability is natural. And that's the second thing. And the other is everybody has to share. So, and really what we should all be doing is figuring out everybody's gifts, making those are my things.
Great little nuggets of wisdom.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
All right, you guys. So I think those were all of our interview questions for Roy. And now time for the
lightning round.
lightning round.
Yay.
Jeff, you usually go first in the lightning round, right?
Yes.
All right.
I
Hit it off. Go ahead.
Okay. What is your favorite mountainside?
Mountainside. Interesting question.
Favorite mountainside?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Mount Mansfield. It's right. We could see it from our window.
Oh.
And it's beautiful. It shows up first thing in the morning. So it's our little mountain local.
Nice. Great question, Jeff. We haven't had that one.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I could have said Camel's Hump. That's on the other direction.
Yeah, that's a nice one too.
Mount Mansfield.
All right, Noel, over to you. Lightning round.
Yep. What is your best thing you love to do in a hot sun?
Ooh, in the hot
Maybe favorite summer activity.
Yeah.
Rephrase
Yeah.
that.
The other thing to do in a hot sun is, I would say kayaking.
Nice.
We don't have a fancy kayak, but it's a little one, and go out on the lake. It's easy to carry around, and you get to sort of explore mysterious new places. So,
Yeah.
you guys
Good
are into
question.
that in Maine too, right?
Oh, yeah. Right, guys?
Yes.
All right, Jeff, back to you.
Okay. What is your favorite Sunday?
Sunday?
Yeah, like ice cream.
Ice cream. Oh my. Favorite. I love coconut ice cream. Yeah. They make maple creamies right down the road though, which are pretty awesome. But I would say I think coconut is crazy. My second is black raspberry.
Nice.
Ooh, that's awesome.
Yeah, you bet.
All
And
right,
cherries and whipped cream and sprinkles.
Yeah,
There you go.
gotta have all of it on top. Noel, back over to you.
Yep. What is your favorite vacation spot?
Vacation spot. We go to Rye Beach in New Hampshire. We have gone to Algonquin, but I think we kind of like Rye Beach. It's a little quieter.
Yeah,
Depends upon whether you want to do a lot of people watching or not. But,
right. These days, probably not so much.
yeah. Right.
Jeff, back to you.
Okay. What's your favorite sandwich at Subway?
Sandwich. Oh, well, hey, I'm a vegetarian, so it has to be a vegetable. They make a really good, what's it, Veggie Delight?
Yes.
Veggie Delight. Yeah. With mayo and hots. I like extra hots.
Nice. That's a great question, Jeff. We've never done that one.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. All right, Noel, want to do the last one?
I got to write these down. I got to ask you folks.
Yeah. Favorite Subway sandwich.
If you were in a business, what type of business do you like to be in?
What type of business? If I could, let's see, I'm in a business now. I could be in a different business.
Yeah.
I would say I always wanted to do like a hot dog stand. I always thought that would be kind of fun, but obviously it would have to be veggie hot dogs, like, you know,
Right.
which are really, they're really good alternatives now. So maybe a veggie hot dog stand. How about that?
Nice. You guys would be his #1 customer, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Well, I think those were all of our questions that we had for you today, Roy. Thank you so much for coming on our show.
They were great questions. It was such fun talking with you folks.
Yeah,
Thanks so
thank
much for
you.
having
You
Thank
guys
you,
want to say
Roy.
thank you? Yeah.
Thank you, Roy.
Thank you.
Thank
Roy.
you. And we'll connect later.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Right, what?
Jeff,
Bye. Thank
Jeff, you
you.
want to say it? Will be.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye, Roy.
All right, go ahead, Jeff. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. The podcast is brought to you by
NAMI, Maine.
Yeah, by NAMI Maine, our new sponsor. Awesome. So NAMI Maine, through support, education, and advocacy, is dedicated to building better lives for the 1 in 4 Mainers who are affected by mental illness. And this week, we are here to promote their new teen text line, which is really exciting because this is a really hard time for everyone, right? The COVID-19 pandemic has made it really tricky for a lot of us in a lot of different areas of our lives, right?
Yeah.
So they have a new text line, teens to text a phone number to get support. And that phone number is 207-515-8398. Again, that's 207-515-8398. And it says on their website here, it says lots of things are different right now due to COVID-19, and that can feel overwhelming. Talk about your feelings and get support from another young person. That text line is available every day from 12 p.m. to 10 p.m. And it is a peer support text line for people 14 to 20 years old. And it's staffed by people under 23 years of age. So again, that's 207-515-8398 for the NAMI Maine teen text line. All right.
Thanks, Nami.
Thanks, NAMI. New
Yeah.
sponsor.
Great service.
Yeah. And Jeff, we'll be
right back.
We're back, and it's time for
Ask Noah.
Ask Noel.
You go to a place to go, pick up the door and ask Noah.
Pick up the door and ask Noel. Pete,
Yeah.
who wrote to us this week?
Well, we have Cindy from Etna at
Ooh.
the door, if you will. She's ready to ask. Noel?
That's kind of far away, right?
It is, yeah. It's up greater Bangor area.
Yeah.
Yeah. She doesn't say if she's been a long time listener or not, but I bet she probably.
I bet she is, yeah.
So Cindy writes, Dear Noel, 2 questions. What is your favorite sports to do in the summer? And it seems like you have a lot of fun on Zoom. Would you recommend me trying it?
Ooh.
Thanks, Cindy. So 2-part.
All right.
Noel.
2-parter this week.
Yeah, she'll be nice to do Zoom.
You like Zoom a lot?
I do.
Okay. Do you have any tips for the people that are watching?
Yeah. Like, what was the first question, Peter?
What's your favorite sport to do
In the summer.
My favorite sport.
Yes.
I like basketball.
Do you like basketball?
Yeah,
You like bike riding. I know you and Susie have that in common.
bike riding.
What now?
That you guys have a lot in common about bike riding.
What now? What other summer sports do you like, Noel?
Running in the field and enjoying the summer day with ultimate frisbee.
With ultimate frisbee, another summer sport. Interesting choices. All right, and you do recommend Zoom to Cindy. You think it's a good platform while we're all at home?
Yep, to get to know other people.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All
Get
right.
in touch with your family and friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anything else you want to add, Noel?
God bless you.
God bless Cindy. Hey, Jeff, do you have a favorite summer sport?
It's baseball.
Nice. Who's your favorite baseball team?
Yankees.
Actually, I'm their baseball team.
Mm-hmm.
I say Philly.
Oh,
Really?
that's a change.
That's new. I've been to their stadium. Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
Huh. Good choice. All right. Anything else for Ask
I
Noel,
don't
you guys?
think so.
All right, then Jeff, you know what to do.
We'll be right back.
All right, we're back, and it's time for
Yakking with me.
Yakking with Jeff. And
Right.
today,
Yeah.
oh yeah, Jeff, do you have a theme song today you'd like to sing, or usually you don't?
Right into it.
Yeah, we'll jump right in.
Nope, I'm jumping right in. EP.
Hey, yeah.
What's our motto for question with you?
Person with you? Is that what you said? Yakking
We
with you
changing the
today
segment?
is going to be about superlatives. And Olivia is going to read off some categories. I think we're going to vote as a podcast class for our favorite each of these categories.
Okay.
Ready? All right, Noel, or not Noel, everybody. Who do we think of our podcast family who's most likely to make $1 million? We'll say it on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Joe
No.
has
Ryan.
Ooh,
I think it's gonna be Pete J. Brown.
PJ Brown.
Pete, if you work for profit as an executive,
Yeah.
all
honest to
Pete said
God,
Ryan.
I said
I know
Ryan.
money's not everything, and you're probably happy working for us.
That's right.
Oh,
I
Joe.
hope you are too, because I said you, Ryan.
Oh,
Yeah, you guy.
yes.
Yeah. Susie, who do you think is most likely to make $1 million?
I think the cast.
All of us collectively.
What about
Own the
when
rights to the podcast.
We're a union now. Noel, who did you pick?
Joe has fun?
Nope, you pick somebody who's in the podcast.
Oh, okay. How about Jeff?
Jeff, nice. Jeff, who do you think would make $1 million first?
I think it's gonna be Whitney.
Ooh.
Thank
Whit,
you.
who do you think?
I'm gonna go with Ryan as well.
I'm picking Noel, you guys.
Yeah.
Noel's got the winning
I
touch.
say Whitney, but
Am I gonna keep it? I'll put it in my savings deposit.
Probably a little bit
Pete
of
and
both.
Pete.
What?
Oh, I was saying you make $1,000 a Pete, and I wish you had a mansion with everything. You know, like a giant swimming pool, a couple of classic cars,
That sounds
Classic
nice.
cars.
I don't.
I'm
a pool
thinking
table.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right, we ready for the next one?
I think we are.
Okay, so we'll do it like this time. I'll ask the question, then we'll each think about it in our own heads for a second. We won't say it out loud. And then I'll count us down. I'll say 3, 2, 1, and we'll all say our choices. Okay?
Okay.
All right, ready? Next one is most likely to set a world record.
Ooh.
Okay, think about it. Don't say it out loud. Think about who on the podcast would be most likely to set a world record. And we'll say it on 3. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Pete.
Olivia.
Whitney.
John Jordan.
No, you have to just pick of our podcast team.
I would pick Miss Claudia.
Ooh.
I say Pete R. Brown.
I say Pete R. Brown too.
Me too.
What about you, Suze? Who do you think would set a world record?
I think Whit, because
Ooh.
he's the awesome one in the whole world.
Nice.
That would be my world record is being
Yeah,
awesome.
being awesome. All right.
Awesome.
Good answers there. Okay. Did we get everybody? Who did you say, Pete?
I said Susie.
I said Susie too.
Yeah.
You said Jeremy Jacobs or something.
Correct. You too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here's the next one.
Mhm.
Who is most likely to become famous of our podcast team, become a celebrity? Think about it. Don't say it out loud yet. Ready? Say it on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Susie.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Olivia,
I say Pete.
I said Jeff.
Olivia Jacob.
Is that me or is Olivia Jacobs somebody else?
You.
Oh, okay. It's not my last name, but
Uh,
thanks. Oh.
I say Pete.
I say Jeff.
Mm. What do you think, Suze?
Oh, Kevin Carrington.
I think Peter, because he is the coolest guy ever.
Coolest guy ever. Who do you think, Whit?
I think Jeff.
Yeah. What about you,
Yeah.
Ryan?
Oh, thank you.
I said Susie.
Yeah. All good guesses. I said everybody. Our whole team's gonna get famous collectively. All right. Next one. Who is the STRIVECast class clown? Don't say it out loud yet. Wait on it. Ready?
Yeah.
Who's the class clown of all of us?
Mary J. Brown.
Noel. Just the STRIVECast team.
Okay.
I say Susie.
First.
All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Jeff.
Yeah.
Jeff.
It will
No.
be Pete.
Pete.
I think it's a tie between Jeff and Noel. Like they're never the class clown on the same day. Like
Yeah.
off day, the other one.
Okay, it's me. Okay.
Yeah, Susie, it's you.
All of you.
You know why?
Because you're so happy, Susie.
But there's I always be a class clown because I am really good.
That's why you're the class clown, because you put your hair in front of your face all the time.
Time.
Oh,
Susie. All right. Seems like we got a big tie on that one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Who of the STRIVECast fam has the best smile, most winning smile? Ready? Hold on to it in your heads. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Susie.
Wait.
Susie.
I was gonna say Whitney.
Yeah, you think Whitney?
You change your mind?
I think it's gonna be Olivia.
Pete, who do you think?
Susie.
I said Susie.
Yeah. Susie, who do you think? Yourself? Yeah. Yes, that. All right, we'll do one more.
You guys are the best.
Who is the most likely to be inappropriate on a Zoom call?
Probably.
No.
Did you say probably you?
Susie called me, but I don't say anything inappropriate on it. Maybe.
No. Jeff, who do you think would be the most inappropriate on a Zoom call?
Probably me.
I was going to say you also.
I agree.
I was gonna say him too.
I'll go. Jeff.
Yeah, you're going to go, Jeff. Yeah.
Maybe
What about you?
Noel.
What do you think,
Oh,
Ryan?
thanks, Pete.
Ryan
maybe
chose
Noel.
you, Noel.
Yeah.
Judging from some things you did during Strive 25, Noel, you are,
Oh, for Strive 25. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah, we've
All
seen
right.
some
Well, good
things.
yakking with you segment.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff, we'll be.
We'll be right back.
All right, we're back, and it's time for
This is cute.
Susie's Cues. Susie, what are we playing today?
Celebrity who I am.
I'm totally relaxed.
Who I am a game.
Celebrity Who Am I game.
Oh my God, Celebrity Who Am I? I think Noel's gonna win. I can already guess it.
I'm not sure about
I
that.
need to do
You don't know?
my
What's the teams are gonna be?
Yeah, what do you think, Pete? Everybody for themselves?
Yeah, I think everybody for themselves this time.
Okay.
There's only
Right.
four questions, 4 multiple choice questions, all sorts of genres.
All right.
The first one I think that Jeff will get. Susie, you want to go?
yeah, do my theme song first.
Oh, right.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Susie's Cues. Everyone loves Susie's Cues. But right now, I love my segment.
All right.
Susie's Cues. All right, Suze, read the first question. Let's see.
Okay. Am I the king of mittens? Hold it. Mom, you help me here?
No, you got it.
You got it, girl. I am
I've got a copy too, Suze, if you need it.
The king of rock and roll. Who am I?
king of rock and roll.
There's
Noel, who
multiple-
is it?
Multiple choice. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
King of Rock and Roll is Elvis Presley.
Hold on there, brother.
Hello, brother.
Okay, sister.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy, I thought you guys were dating.
Paul McCartney.
Paul
A, Paul
McCartney,
McCartney.
A. B. B.B. King.
B.B.
A.
King.
B.B. King.
The King of Rock.
C. Elvis Presley.
Or
Elvis
C, Elvis
Presley.
King of rock and roll.
Who is it, Noel?
I just said it.
Elvis Presley. Who do you think, Jeff?
I think it
Hound Dog.
no
Paul McCartney, B.B. King, or Elvis?
how about Roy Orbison?
None of the above. Does remind me of one of my favorite Jeff stories when he bought a birthday cake for Roy Orbison
Oh yeah,
after he was dead.
What,
yeah.
That's a
guys?
good one. All right, Susie or Pete, what is the correct answer?
The correct answer is C, Elvis.
Nailed it, Noel.
Yeah,
Nicely
Susie
done.
doesn't have the answer, so she can guess too.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, we're ready for the next one, Suze.
Elizabeth Taylor married me 2 times. Who am I?
Ooh.
A. Clark
Clark Gable.
Mhm.
Gable. B. Richard Burnton.
Richard Burton.
C. Joe DiMenzi.
Joe DiMaggio.
Oh.
So
What was
Elizabeth
the,
Taylor
what was the
married.
first question of the name?
Yeah, Elizabeth Taylor married this person 2 times. Who am I? Clark Gable, Richard Burton, or Joe DiMaggio?
Joe DiMaggio.
Yep, I say that one.
What do you think, Suze?
One for YouTube, Javino. It's A.
No, B.
B. I meant.
Richard Burton.
Richard Burton. Nice. All
Okay.
right.
Only one.
Only one.
Yeah, 1 for 2. Here we go. 2 more. Next one. Number 3, Suze.
Yep, I got it. I won 7 gold medals at the special Olympics in
Munich.
in
In Munich.
Who am I?
Nancy Keverton.
Hold on. I won 7 gold medals at the Olympics in Munich. Who am I?
I will pick Nancy.
Hold on. There's going to be
Hold
more
on. She's got choices for you. Go ahead, Suze.
Thank you, sis. Nadia Comaneci.
A. Natalie Comaneci.
Mm-hmm.
B. Lance Armstrong. I know.
Lance Armstrong.
Mm.
Mark Spitz.
Or C. Mark Spitz.
I'm going C, Mark Spitz.
Me too.
I'll say Claire Egan.
No, good choice. Our Olympic friend.
Good job, Jeff.
Susie, who do you think it is?
I think Lance Armstrong. B.
It's actually C. Mark Spitz.
Yeah. We got it.
I don't remember what sport he did, but I knew that name sounded
He is
familiar.
a swimmer.
That does give you the opportunity to win multiple medals in one Olympics. Also.
Yeah.
Okay, and last but not least, question 4.
Number 4. I become famous by posting videos on YouTube. When on Mom, please, your house. I got this. I become famous by posting a video on YouTube. When no one knew who I was, who I am I.
Okay, so this person became famous by posting a video on YouTube when no one knew who I was. Who am I? And the choices are
Justin Bieber,
Nope.
Justin Bieber,
Johnson,
Scarlett Johansson,
Stevenson, C. Ed Sheeran.
Oh, no.
Is it Justin Bieber, A, Scarlett Johansson, B, or C, Ed Sheeran?
A, Justin Biebs, for sure.
Me too.
You said no in the beginning.
He's jumping on board.
No, I go for B.
I say Bees.
Scarlett Biebs for Jeff, okay.
I go for the B after A. B.
Scarlett Johansson.
Okay.
Okay.
Jeff is going with Biebs, Scarlett Johansson. Susie, who do you have?
JB.
Got it.
Yep. But that is incorrect, unfortunately. It is A,
Correct.
Justin Bieber. So Olivia and Jeff.
Excuse me.
So,
Bless you.
all right. Well, that's our Celebrity Who Am I game.
That was fun, Susie. Good job.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
Song too.
All right, go for it.
So,
Susie Q's. I love Susie's
Yeah.
game show. But I My excitement was 22.
Okay, Susie's cues. All right, Jeff, we'll be.
We'll be right back. Time to wrap
All
it
right.
up.
That's right. It's time to wrap
Wrap it
it up.
Wrap it up.
Let's
You
do
gonna
it.
wrap it up, Noel?
Yep. Time to wrap it up.
Yes,
Do.
Noel Thompson.
Time to wrap it up. First, we want to thank our guest, Roy Gerstenberger, for coming on the show. Thank you to Roy, right, guys?
Thank you,
Great
Roy.
interview. Learned a lot. And his podcast, again, is called DeLovely, DELOVEL.
Roy Evans. Yeah.
Hmm?
Roy Evans.
Different Roy, yeah. And his organization is called Firstperson Services. So thanks again to Roy for coming on, and we'll keep you posted about our crossover podcast in the coming weeks. So that's exciting. Anybody want to thank our sponsor, NAMI Maine?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, NAMI.
you.
And their teen text hotline, if you are struggling and you just need anybody to talk to about anything that's going on right now, you can reach out, give them a text or send them a call. It's answered by peers. So.
That's right. The number again is 207-515-8398. So go ahead and utilize that if you need. Absolutely. Anything you guys want to talk about to wrap it up? Good show, right?
Yeah.
Good one.
Good one.
It was a great one. Awesome.
Just if anybody wants to reach us about anything, questions, guest ideas, or an Ask Noel question, they can send it to us in an email is the easiest way. STRIVECast@pslstrive.org.
Absolutely. Or if you want to be our future sponsor.
Yes.
Who is our guest next week?
Wait, we've got somebody, I think.
We are still waiting for next week. So
that person is waiting to get back to us, right? But we have someone the week after.
The week after will be the CEO from NAMI Maine.
Right.
Oh, the same person, but it's not the same person. The same company.
Yes.
Right.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think that's it for today. Yeah, exactly. It's a surprise.
Is it so cheesy in the middle?
No cheesy.
Not sure.
Brought
Okay.
to a halt. Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.